This book series literally has me crying and begging for happy endings for these couples, these straight couples, than any straight romance I ever read. Like, I feel bad for them, especially these two. Like, he couldn't put the barrier down unless he ends up, like, literally sacrificing the entire village for his ghost wife and his child, because his child's right here. Because the Ghost King's like, oh, you don't take that barrier down, let me slaughter your entire village, what's left of your people, then, I'll have your wife kill your child, your already dead wife. And deep down his wife wouldn't want this, but he also knew that his wife wanted him to protect their child, and he couldn't do that. Because he knew if he took down the barrier or even got close, because, a member of his village betrayed the rest of the village to get back his ghost dad. And captured the child and then put, like, ghost stuff on the child so the child couldn't go back through the barrier. Because the barrier doesn't allow ghosts, and the barrier sensed that the kid was a ghost. And the way he could get his child isn't putting down the barrier, but once he puts down the barrier, the Ghost King can wipe out his entire village. So he had to sit there and watch his wife kill their child. Watch as his wife is controlled and kills their child. And then, even though he literally protected the entire village, the village, except for a few members of it, was like, oh, he would want revenge because the Ghost King got into their heads and is like, oh, if you don't sacrifice him, the person who's keeping all of you guys alive, and bring him to me and slaughter him, which once he dies, the barrier goes down, then I will, he will sooner or later betray you and do something horrible to you guys because, you guys cost him his wife and child. And, they do, except for a couple of them who ended up being imprisoned because they wouldn't let them kill the person who was protecting them because they knew once the barrier went down and then how much this man sacrificed for them. And it's just, like, he definitely is literally the male lead. He has he will sacrifice himself or he'll sacrifice what he loves for the entire world. And some people are like, I don't like that logic. I like the villain who will sacrifice the entire world for the ones he loves. And I'm like, but it literally killed him. But he was still, he even sacrificed himself for his village. But he knew that once he died, there was nothing he could do to protect them. But he gave those who were, standing for him and protecting him a way to protect themselves and not die. And it makes me so sad. And in some way, I think there's hints that he is an ancestor of the Malid, or, the Malid is a reincarnation of him, or thanks to him giving up his core to those who were the, protectors, the ones who stood up to him for him. Through them, they created the Malid.